Okay, right. So when I say 1, 2, 3, you all say ABC. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
1, 2, 3.
ABC.
See, Lucy was 7 and wore a head of blue beret, city born into this world, no knowledge and no regret. She had a piece of yellow chocolate which she drew upon the street the many faces of the various locals that she would meet. There was Joshua, aged 10, bully of the block, who always took her milk money at the morning bus stop. There was Mrs. Crabtree and her poodle. She always gave a wave and holler on her weekly trip down to the bingo parlour, and she drew men, women, kids, sunsets, clouds, and she drew skyscrapers, fruit stands, city stands. Always said hello to passers-by who'd ask her why she passed the time attaching lines to concrete, but she would only smile. Now all the other children living in or near her building ran around like tyrants, soaking up the open fire hydrants. They would say, "Hey little Lucy, wanna come jump double dutch?" Lucy would pause, look, grin and say, "I'm busy, thank you much." Well, 1 year passed, and believe it or not, she covered every last inch of the entire sidewalk, and she stopped. "Lucy, after all this, you're just giving in today?" She said, "I'm not giving in, I'm finished," and walked away, saying 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
And a 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
And then Lucy was 37 and introverted somewhat, a basement apartment in the same building she grew up in. Traded in her blue berets for long locks held up with a clip, traded in her yellow chalk for charcoal sticks, and she drew little Bobby who would come to sweep the porch. She drew the mailman who delivered every day at 4. Lucy had very little contact with the folks outside her cubicle day, but found it suitable and she liked it that way. She had a man now. Rico, Simila, Hermit. They would only see each other once or twice a week on purpose. They appreciated space, and Rico was an artist too, so they connect on Saturdays to share the pictures that they drew. Now every month or so she'd get a knock upon the front door, just one of the neighbours acting nice because she was a strange girl really. Said, "Lucy, want to join me for some lunch?" Lucy would smile and say, "I'm busy, thank you much." Well, neighbour would make a weird face the second the door shut and run and tell her friends how truly crazy Lucy was, and Lucy knew what people thought but didn't care, because while they spread their rumours through the streets, she'd paint another masterpiece, saying 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
And a 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
And then Lucy was 87 and upon her deathbed at the senior home where she had previously checked in. Traded in her locks and clips for a headrest. Traded in her chocolate sticks for arthritis. It had to happen, and she drew no more. Just sat and watched the dawn. Had a television in the room that she never turned on. Lucy pinned up a life's worth of pictures on the walls and sat and smiled and looked each one over just to laugh at it all. Now Rico, he'd passed about 5 years back, so the visiting hours pulled in a big flock of nothing. She never spoke to anyone about the passing of her life until one day she turned and pulled the nurse aside and she said, "Look, I never had a dream in my life. Because a dream is what you want to do but still haven't pursued. I knew what I wanted, and I did it till it was done, so I've been the dream that I've wanted to be since day one." Well, the nurse jumped back. She never heard Lucy even talk special words like that. She walked over to the door and pulled it closed behind, and Lucy blew a kiss to each one of her pictures, and she died, saying 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
I'm Andrej Kapor, thank you very much.
Yeah!